Hello, everybody, and welcome to this video. So if you happen to be watching this on YouTube or on Instagram, I'm recording on my computer and my phone, so you'll see me looking probably from camera to camera, so apologies if that kind of annoys you, but whatever, it is what it is. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you don't have to worry about which camera I'm looking at. All right, so today is day 5 of the Fall Into Your Magic Challenge hosted by myself and Sharon with Seeds of Shakti over on Instagram. And this is just where we are doing fun, sort of witchy prompts every day for the month of October. And I am sharing content on various platforms, definitely over on Instagram, but then also on the podcast and YouTube channel as well. But so today's prompt is waxing moon. And so I thought that it would be fun to share a simple but potent spell that you can do for the waxing moon. Oh, and then real quick, I guess let me introduce myself. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sharice Williams. Why did I just have like an Australian accent right then? I don't know. I'm Sharice Williams. I am a witch, a YouTuber, a podcast host of the Goddess Life podcast, author of the Goddess Life book, plus a couple books in the works, and card reader and paranormal enthusiast. And yeah, here I am. Anyway, so this is a spell, like I said, that is really easy to do. It is a spell that's going to last you over like a week or so. I can't think of the exact amount of days right now. Math is not my forte. But basically, it's going to last you from the first quarter moon all the way until the full moon. So for right now, this is the month of October 2019. So October 5th today is the first quarter moon, and then October 13th is so 8 days. There we go. 8 days, math. Woo! 8 days until the full moon. So you can do this during any first quarter to full moon. It doesn't have to just be for this October one. Like I said, it can work for any phase that the moon is in, any time of year, and it can work for anything that you are trying to manifest. So this is going to be a spell to help you bring something into your life, something that you're wanting to bring in, something that you're wanting more of, something that you're wanting to increase. And that's because the waxing moon, that is when the moon is getting bigger. And so when the moon is getting bigger, that is a great time to do any sort of spiritual work or any sort of spells or rituals to increase things in your life, to bring things into your life. Now, I am also a big believer, like you can do spells any time of day, any time of year, any time of week, any type of moon phase. That's just my belief. Now, there are some people that say, like, no, you absolutely can only do certain types of magic on certain days, on certain times, on certain moon phases. There are some people that believe that. But there are people like me who think that really you can do a spell whenever you want, because I always say at the end of the day, like, yes, the tools and the planetary alignment and the time of day and everything, those things definitely can play into our spiritual work or our spell work. But at the end of the day, our intention and our mindset and our personal energy and what we are bringing to that spell or ritual, that is what is key at the end of the day. I always say everything else is just extra. So you can do a spell for increasing something in your life, even if the moon is waning, getting smaller. But if you can, do it during the waxing phase, just because when the moon is growing to its full illumination, that is just an extra incoming energy for you of increasing something. The same with when the moon is getting smaller. That is a great time to do spell work that removes things from your life. And so it's a good idea to do spells during that time, because you have the extra energy and the extra power of the moon helping you with that. And that's kind of what all of our spiritual tools and things are as well. You know, when we use a candle and we use a candle that is a specific color to our intention, that's just a little extra something that's helping to amplify that energy. When we're using specific herbs or crystals or oils, those are all things that are just lending extra energy to our workings. But again, it doesn't matter if you have I guess I shouldn't say it doesn't matter, but you know, you could be doing a spell at a specific time of day, month, time of year with specific candle colors and calling in specific deities and everything. But if your intention is not strong enough, if your personal energy is not strong enough, if what you personally are bringing to the table is not strong enough and clear enough, and the energy that you are building personally is not strong enough, you're not going to have as great of an income with your outcome with your spell. So it's just something to keep in mind. That's usually also why they say, like, if you're feeling under the weather, you're feeling sick, you're, just feeling kind of scattered, that those are usually not good times to perform a spell, regardless of what moon phase or candle color you're using. If you're really sick or, something like that, that might not be the best time. You might want to wait until you are feeling a little bit better, because your own personal energy is already kind of down. So you're bringing that to your spell with you. Anyway, okay, on to the spell. Maybe we'll put in the description when we actually get to the spell. So this spell, like I said, can be for any moon phase. It doesn't matter what planet the moon happens to be in or where it's going to be when the full moon happens. But I am going to talk specifically for this October 2019. So right now, the first quarter moon, we are in the sign of Capricorn, which is all about being kind of strict with yourself, like setting a goal and seeing it through. It's about, getting down to business. Like, none of this, like, oh, let's just float around and have fun. Like, it's getting down to business. It's taking it seriously, taking life a little more seriously. And then the full moon is going to be in Aries, which is about passion and also goals. Capricorn and Aries are about goals, whereas Capricorn is more like strategic goal planning. Aries is more passionate goals. Like, what is something you are super passionate about and a goal that you want to achieve with that, especially in relating to like business or something that you're wanting to bring into your life. So that being said, this spell would be really good if you are wanting to establish a little bit more structure around one of your passions. Even if you're not doing it as a business, say one of your passions is creating art and you love to create art. It's like, oh, that is your passion, but you lack the discipline to really kind of teach yourself a new art technique. Or maybe you just don't find yourself, like, unless you are setting a schedule for yourself, you don't sit down and find time to actually create art. This would be a good time for that, because you have the structure of Capricorn kind of starting off the spell and culminating with that passionate, fiery Aries energy. Same with like your business. If there's some element of your business that you're really passionate about, that you're wanting to really have kind of more passion for your business, and you need a little bit more structure and serious element to it as well, this would be really good for that. So basically what you're going to do, again, and it doesn't matter what moon phase, but for this spell, on the first quarter moon, you are going to sit down and figure out what is it that you are wanting more of in your life. What is it that either you already have a little bit of in your life and you're wanting to increase, or maybe you don't even feel like you have this thing in your life yet, and so you're wanting to bring that into your life. So for business, it could be maybe you're wanting more clients, maybe you are wanting more high-paying clients, maybe you are working on that art project and so you're just wanting more passion for your art in your life. Whatever it is that you're wanting more of, you're going to come up with a sentence, a relatively short sentence, basically kind of like an affirmation of what you want. So I find time, no, I always have time for my art. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. High-paying clients are in, I always attract high-paying clients, something like that. But it's going to be spoken as if it is already yours, whatever this thing is. Or even, I have more self-love for myself. So I have an abundance of self-love for myself. Something short and sweet and simple that says what it is that you are wanting, that you are bringing into your life. And again, the key here is that you are wording it as if it is yours. Okay. So not, I will have more self-love. I will have high-paying clients. One day I will, create a masterpiece. Like, it's not one day and I would like to, it's, this is mine. That is the first key. You are claiming this. You are claiming it to yourself. You are putting it out there to the universe, to the powers that be. This is mine. This is it. This is the truth. This is how it is. This is reality. And you're going to come up with that sentence. And then every day leading up until the full moon, you're going to take a piece of paper. I personally like to use like some brown craft paper when I do spell work, but notebook paper works fine, construction paper, whatever you want to use. But you're going to take that piece of paper, and if you want to, you can cleanse the paper before you do your spell. And even maybe the pen or the marker, or whatever that you're writing with, you can just use some smoke clearing or visualization, whatever you like to do to cleanse your space or your tools. And then you're going to sit down and you're going to write out that sentence every single day. So whether in the morning or in the afternoon or the evening, whenever is your time that you feel the most centered. And you're not just going to write it down. You're going to say it out loud, claiming it. And you want to say it like you believe it, not like, oh, you know, I attract high-paying clients into my business. No, like I attract high-paying clients into my business. Like, hell yeah, this is mine. Say it like you mean it. So you're going to write it down. You're going to say it out loud with conviction. And then you're going to take a moment and you're going to close your eyes and you're going to really visualize this. This is where your power of visualization, your imagination, your creativity maybe a little bit can come into play. And you're really going to envision, what does that feel like? What does that look like? How does that make you feel? And hopefully it's making you feel good because this is something you're wanting more of in your life. So whatever it is, hopefully you feel good about it. And you're really going to envision it. And to amplify that energy while you're doing visualization, you can even like sway a little bit to get that energy flowing. You can rub your hands together to create some friction. Maybe you have a drum, or you can even just bang on a table to create some energy. You can dance while you're visualizing it. Whatever you want to do to kind of build up that energy while you're envisioning it, you're going to do that. And do that for a few minutes. And then that's it. Then you're going to set that aside in a sacred space, preferably away from where other people, you know, roommates, kids, spouses, partners, whatever, could see it. Just kind of keep it tucked away in your sacred space. And every day you're going to sit down and you're going to write that out again, do the visualization, amplify that energy. And then on the day of the full moon, and it doesn't necessarily have to be at night, whenever you want to do it, the day of the full moon, you're going to take that piece of paper and you're going to put your hand on top of it. And again, you're going to do the visualization. You're going to claim it out loud. You're going to do the visualization, and you're just going to feel like the paper between your hands. Really, you'll feel it warming up if you are really putting that energy and that intention into it. You'll feel the warmth start to build between your hands and into that paper. And that is you really infusing. I mean, we've already infused our intent into that paper every day that we've written it down, claimed it, built up that energy. But this is kind of like the last sealing it in there, sealing that energy. And once you feel that you really have infused that paper with your energy and your intent, you're then going to take the paper and you're going to burn it in a fire-safe dish, preferably outside or at least next to an open window with, I was going to say an open window with the window open. So that way the smoke can leave your house, or if you're doing it outside, it can already just enter into the atmosphere. And you're going to burn that paper. And I want you to burn it and you're going to watch it. Watch it as the paper kind of gets transformed by the fire. Watch as the smoke rises into the sky or leaves the window. And really feel as the fire is burning the paper that it is transforming your intention. And then the smoke is releasing that intention and all that energy that you've built up over these 8 days. It's releasing all of that out into the universe to bring you what it is that you are bringing into your life, what it is you're manifesting, what your intention is. And that is it. That is the easy spell. Like I said, you can do this any moon phase. If you are wanting to kind of add that extra moon element or planetary element into it, you can look at when the full moon is and what sign it's going to be in, and you know, that kind of thing. But there you go. Let me know if you try this spell. I would love to hear it, and let me know your results. And as always, I cannot guarantee results. You can't come at me and say, I did this spell and this didn't happen or whatever. I'm not responsible for your magical workings and what does or does not manifest for you. But yeah, let me know if you did this. Instagram, ShariceWilliams.xo. If you're watching this on YouTube, just comment here and let me know. And yeah, I'll talk to all of you wonderful people later. Bye.